to inform the audience about the most famous person in my life about Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, learn as if you were to live forever." This quote inspired me to live life model after him. He also said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." He is my hero because he inspired me by starting the non-violent movement to free India from British colonialism and rule. He didn't give up no matter how badly treated him by British colonialism and rule. Some interesting things about Mahatma Gandhi. He was getting married at the age of 13. Also, he had a four sons before taking a vow of civilization. When he went to the London Law School, his professor complained about him, like his handwriting was really bad. A fun fact about the Mahatma Gandhi, he spoke English with Irish accent because one of his first teacher was Irish man. My topic was 3 point is here. The about first is about Mahatma Gandhi's life. Second, Mahatma Gandhi was a great and outstanding leader, person. Third, Mahatma Gandhi was a champion of non-violence. Let's get started. Mahatma Gandhi Mahatma Gandhi was eminent freedom activity influencing political leader who played dominant role in India struggle for independence. With his unusually yet power politic tools of satyagraha and non-violence, he inspired several of other political leaders all over the world, including the like of Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, and Aung San Suu Kyi by his work. Uh, Also, the marriage didn't mean anything to him at age of 13. He was happy and excited only about wearing the new set of clothes. Gandhi also confessed that he could no more concentrate in school because of his mind wavering through his new and young life. At age of 9, he started smoking to watching his uncle to smoke. He was stealing copper coins from his servant in order to buy Indian cigarettes. When he was 11, when he was 11 years old, he started school. After 2 years, he stopped going to the school because of his marriage life. So he don't want to feel like to study school. When after he went to the South Africa for law school. After he finished his study in India, he went to South Africa for law school. After he graduated from law school, it's hard for him to find a job because uh, he's out of the country. So it's hard for him to find a job. He was a vegetarian. He didn't touch any meat in South Africa. When he was studying law school in South Africa, he worked in a motel and made less money than he would had worked in restaurant and make more money. He didn't work in restaurant because he don't want to touch any meat. Now we all know about Gandhi's life. Let's talk about become. Now we know about Gandhi's life. Let's we talk about how he became the great and outstanding person in for India. Some people believe Mahatma Gandhi was a great and outstanding person. Mahatma Gandhi was a great and outstanding person in India, possibly still inspiring the people in the country as well as the world through his legal of greatness, idealism, and noble life. In India, people call Mahatma Gandhi by his nickname Bapu and Gandhiji. He played a great and uncomfortable role for India, independence of India from the British rule. He went to the England for law study just after passing his matrical examinations. He became the lawyer in 1890. Later, he returned to India as a lawyer in 1890. After he arrived in India, he started helping Indian people facing various problems from the British law. Also, he started a satyagraha movement against the British rule to help Indians people to get the freedom to the British. He is the real father of the nation who really used his all power to make India free from British rule. He could not continue his life after the independence of India in 15 August 1947. He was assisted by one of the Hindu activities Nathuram Godse in 1948 on 13 January. He was a great person who served his whole life to die till death for the motherland. Even after dying many years ago, he is still alive in the heart for everyone in India of the father of the nation. Now let's we talk about the now we all know about the Mahatma. Now that we all know about Mahatma Gandhi become a great and person in for India. Let's talk about the how he helped all Indian to get freedom. Mahatma Gandhi was a champion of the non-violence. Mahatma Gandhi was a great believer in non-violence and utility of the people of all religions, which is allowed through his struggle for independence. Finally, he became successful in making India an independent country in 1947. While fighting with the British, he took help of his great weapons like non-violence and Satyagraha movement to achieve freedom. After that, Gandhi removed this fear from their heart. He went to the jail 11 times. One, he was arrested 3 times in continuous 4 days. If he had to complete all his jail terms, he would have spent 11 years and 19 days in jail because of his belief of non-violence. Gandhiji longest latest 21 days. Gandhiji longest fast like 21 days without eating food anything. Fasting was a weapon used by Gandhi as a part of his philosophy of ahimsa or non-violence. Now we all know about Gandhiji, how he was champion of non-violence. Let's move on to the conclusion last step. The conclusion, Gandhiji saved India from British rule without any weapons or injuries. Gandhi used non-violence and Satyagraha movement from against British to remove the British. Gandhi played a real big role and helped India to get freedom. He really used his all power to make India free from British. He did not continue his life after independence India in 1947. He was a great personality, a person who served a whole life for one country without any scare. He was a lawyer, but he did not work for his job, but he served his whole life for one country. Famous former body, he was not look strong, but he is fight against British. First time he fight by self, then he get the people from whole around the India country. Gandhi was a true transformation leader because he truly cared about that because he never give up when time was tough. Thanks for listening my speech. I hope you like it. Thank you.